So good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you guys doing? Hoping you're having a good day. We're doing the DPF cleaning today, and as you guys can hear in the background, it's already going on. I want to show you guys what it looks like, what the truck's going to do, how it's going to do it, and also I want to see if we can see if the exhaust is glowing red. And I have a temp gun, so we're going to go use my electric temp gun. We're going to stick it on the exhaust, or laser I should say, temp gun. Put it on there and see exactly how hot the exhaust is getting. Sorry boys, the lens got a little foggy. This is a manual regen, guys, so this is 100%, you know, due to the driveway. It says keep your exhaust clear for 10 feet, that type of stuff. As you can see, the lens is slowly unfogging. It's because we got a lot of humidity here. It's starting to rain, starting to do all that stuff here. Hopefully getting some snow soon, but I just fired up the truck and then I put it into a regen, and it is crazy. Look at the RPM, guys. 2,000 RPM. Engine temp's cold, by the way. It's 108. I did this right away. I probably should have warmed the truck up some before doing this. It didn't say that there was any issue with doing this out of the get-go, and you know, didn't say please warm up truck first, or you know, anything of that nature. So also it's been going on for probably 2 minutes or 3 minutes now, so it's 4:24. Alright guys, so it's now 4:30. According to the clock right here, it says 4:30. So it's been doing it for what, like 6 minutes or something now? I don't remember the exact time. I think it was 4:20 something. Anyways, you guys will know. But yeah, it hasn't been doing it that long. It's only 200 and some degrees, and it's not as hot as I thought, but who knows? We don't know how they insulate that and everything else, and it is progressively getting warmer as time goes on. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long. Some people say it takes 20 minutes. Some people say it doesn't, you know, takes 18 minutes. I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere along somewhere along those lines, time-wise. Yeah, we're going to hope and pray, because I didn't think it'd be this loud. And I feel like it's probably pissing my neighbors off because we're doing it, you know, out here. But let's go see and hit. I didn't hit the exhaust temperature out of the tailpipe, like the air. Let's see if we can get a reading on that, see exactly how hot the air is pretty much coming out of it. And then, yeah, and then we'll go back under there now. We'll give it 2 more minutes. It's 4:33 or 4:31. We'll wait till 4:33 to go check that. By the way, the truck is just now getting the temp. If you guys can see, 194, probably go up to 196 maybe here in a minute. Yeah. So it's definitely getting up to operating temperature, which is nice. It took it a while to get there, which is funny. And just so you guys know, you can't see that. Typically where I have the temp above it, you have to go and use a tool called Forescan and enable it. So that's the reason why I can see what my actual temperature is above there. I think it'll probably go to the 200 range, 210, 215, and stay about there depending on where our thermostat is. So guys, it's time to jump out and see where this is at. I don't know how much longer this is going to continue. That's definitely hotter than a hairdryer for sure. Guys, that's why I'm yelling right now. Holy cow, this thing is loud outside. I really truly feel bad for my neighbors. Had I known it was this loud, I wouldn't have done it in my driveway, but there was no way to know. Just so you guys know, I started the truck up right away and we started this, and it was 57 degrees outside. coolant temp, you can see it went all the way up to 2 something, then the thermostat opened and it started moving that cold liquid down through there, and now it's maintaining about 194, which is typical. And I just watched my fuel economy go down the drain because it's sitting here at 2,000 RPM continuing to do this. It has been going on for approximately 10 minutes now, I think, or 12 minutes. So we started at 421, guys. Went back, reviewed the video. It was 421 when we started. It is now 438. So it's been doing it for a little while. We are hoping that it'll be under 20 minutes. Everybody says approximately right around 20 minutes. We'll see what it does. And this was from a completely 100% cold start. The truck was at like 60 degrees or something on the engine coolant temp. So I don't know if that's, you know, it's probably not a good thing to jump into doing a DPF regen when your truck's very cold. I prefer to warm it up a little bit and do that. And the funny thing is, it's a diesel exhaust filter full, and it'll still do kind of an automated regen, like a slow regen. And I know it was doing that when I was driving, and last I parked it, because you can smell it. You can smell this thing getting hot. And as you guys can see in that video, 300-400, those areas are insanely hot compared to everywhere else. If you look, like, it's 400 degrees and then it goes down to like 180, you know, so that's a big jump in temperature between, and you can physically see it on the metal, just how it's, you know, more like a darker brown compared to a lighter brown. It's definitely getting hot there. That is a hot point. That is a point at which it gets choked down, and, you know, it's kind of crazy. It's been 4 minutes and 41 seconds. 1 minute will be 20. In 1 minute, we'll have been doing this for 20 minutes, guys. 20 friggin' minutes. I'm kind of annoyed with it. It's pretty annoyingly loud. I wish the fan didn't come on high right away. Like, the truck was cold. There's no need to drive the fan a million miles an hour. But let's go see. Let's get out here, guys, and give it a quick another temp rundown. So we're gonna have like a beginning, a mid, and kind of hopefully closer to the end. We'll see what this temp is right now. Can definitely smell it. It's the hottest it's been. It's 600 some degrees, 650, 670. I saw at one point. Wow, so as you guys can see, there was 750 degrees on the exhaust. That is hot. Hot, 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 hot. 750 degrees will burn you instantaneously. It will absolutely melt any of your skin instantly. You do not want to touch that. That is definitely really, really hot. Like, if you put your hand on it, would just, your skin would just melt as it your hand touches it. It's unbelievable what that'll do. So do not touch your exhaust. If I can tell you guys, after a regen, during a regen, do not try and touch it. Don't do anything. As you can see, I stuck my hand outside the exhaust. That is an idiotic move for anybody to do. You don't want to do that. I've done it, and it burned my hand right there. I literally put it out, and I'm used to, you know, I'm a mechanic. My hands touch hot things often. I'm 100% used to it, and that burned my hand literally. You can't see anything, but I was shocked at how hot that was, because I would not do it right now. That was when it was only 400 degrees. It's now 600-700 degrees coming out of that tailpipe. That was 200 degree difference. It would have burned my hand if I had done that again. So I'm not going to do that again. I can see why they don't want anything next to it. It's very, 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 very hot. So do not do that. We've been going on for over 20 minutes now in this regen. I'm hoping it will come to a draw, come to a close here very soon. My filter was 100% full according to the computer, so we shall see if it's gonna take longer. You know, I've never done a manual regen like this. It's always been automatic regens, just as I'm driving. And I do a lot of short trips in the city. This is more of a daily driven vehicle than it is a highway vehicle. So we will see how it does exactly. But now I can actually track the diesel particulate filter. Now that I use ForeScan, we can put it up, we can view it, see what it's doing. You can see the status of it, and I'll see how much it goes up during city driving and how much it goes up on highway driving. I have a trip planned to go to Telluride with some family here soon, and we're gonna take this, obviously load it up, and head out that way. So it's gonna be beautiful to see exactly what it does on the highway. There it is, 445, guys. Still says diesel exhaust cleaning. I don't know if I should hit the okay on that, you know, if that's gonna do anything, if it's like waiting on me to do something. I'm assuming it'll pop up and say it's done with the cleaning. The longer this goes on, the more it irritates me, to be honest. I absolutely hate it. I think it's stupid. I think DPFs are stupid. I think this whole process is just stupid. 421 is when it started. It's now 448. So we have 27 minutes that this process has been going on. That's a long time, guys, in my opinion. It's gonna be almost a half an hour at 2,000 RPM. You know how far I could have driven? My mileage counter went being around 300 miles to now 272 miles. That is crazy, guys. We have almost, it's gonna be probably 40 miles by the time we're done with this that is just gone in the air. 40 miles of moving 7,000 pounds probably of mass up in the air gone. That is just astonishing to me. That is just so stupid. I can't even fathom to wrap my head around it. It's kind of irritating me the more I think about it. I'm assuming my filter's pretty dirty. It's taken it a while to clean it, which is longer than most. It's 4:49 now. Let's go check out the temps. .451, boys, is when it said diesel exhaust filter cleaned. And it didn't even clean it all the way. It still says 25% full. Why wouldn't it clean it all the way? So there you go, 451. We went from 421 to 451. It literally took this thing a half an hour to clean it. I almost think it hit a limiter. As you can see, it still says 25% full at a half an hour worth of cleaning. Now it says it just went down to 20% full, which is really weird. Is it gonna go down to 0? I don't know. Look at it. I don't know, guys. We'll have to see. Just have to see what it does. This is a 100% stock truck. I haven't touched anything except for changing the readout so I can read my temp. I made it so my windows can roll down. I also put it to where I can do this manual regen in my driveway, which is a dealer factory option. I believe a lot of these things you can have the dealer do. You know, little things like that. So I know this is 100%. You're allowed to take it into the dealership, and some know, some don't, but they have the option, the ability with their VCM2s to plug in and enable the DPF percentage, like we can see now, because from the factory you can't see how dirty your DPF is. And number 2, you can't say, you know, do you want to clean your or do you want to go into regen? You click and hold OK, and then it goes into regen. So I should have shown you guys that. All it does is when you're in park, when you're driving, it won't let you do it. I think it's still automatically doing its regen. Like I said, I could smell it, but when I was in park, I put it in park, it then came up saying diesel particulate filter full, press OK to clean. And so you can, you know, press it and hold OK, and then it'll say read your manual, make sure, you know, you're far away from all this stuff and blah blah blah, and then it'll go into regen mode. So it actually just went down to 15% on the exhaust filter. Maybe it will eventually settle out and figure it out. I think it's, you know, pressures are subsiding and it's figuring out how full the filter actually is. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it on this DPF filter cleaning. Also, there's another video. I don't know if it's going to be before this one or after this one, but I'm going to show you guys how to get more boost out of your truck in stock form if you're trying to launch it or race somebody. So there's a little secret. I'll show you guys how to get about 9 or 10 more pounds of boost on the launch and get it to launch harder and better for free. You just got to know one thing and where to put one switch, and it's pretty cool how big of a difference it makes. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's time for you guys to get the heck out of here. Oh, it went down to 10%, boys. 10%. Maybe it will go down to 0. We'll see. And there it is, guys. It did go down to 0. And yeah, so you can see just letting it idle went down to 0% full. We can see 266 miles on the till empty. So I'll flash back and get you guys a number when I started to now. Technically, it's all said and done at 4 minutes or 4:56. It went to 0% full.